Hey, it's James here from GoodGuitarist.com, and today I'm going to show you how to play Paperback Writer, how to strum it and sing it. Paperback writer, writer, writer. Sir or madam, will you read my book? It took me years to write it. Will you take a look? It's based on a novel by a man named Lear, and I need a job, so I wanna be a paperback writer. Paperback writer. It's a dirt. And this is an incredibly easy song as far as the chords are concerned. You know, it's just G for like a really long time, and then we play a little bit of C. But whenever I play this with a new student or somebody who's newer to guitar, even if they're good at the chords, they never play the song right on their first try. And can you guess why that is? I'll spoil it for you. It's because you play a G chord for so long that it's hard to know when to switch to that C chord, especially if you're not singing the song or if you're trying to follow along to the recording, you know? So that's what makes this, in my opinion, the best song for learning how to count along to music. You know, if you're somebody who has trouble keeping their place in the music and playing along to an entire song, this song is going to help you develop that skill. Really quick before we get started, my free ebook has all the fundamentals, you know, everything you need to know about chords and strumming. Anyways, let's learn the tune. It's two chords, C and G. I want to start on G. That's like the most important chord for a beginner to learn because it's like the basis for so many. When we switch to C, it's quite the switch. You know, you have to change everything. So an easy way to do it is just to move these two fingers down once. Makes a simple version of C. So you're welcome to try that, in which case, you know, you're just switching those two fingers back and forth. Great way to get started. So even if you're not great with C, you can still follow along with the lesson. And if you're a little beyond that point and you're ready to use the real G and C chords, that's obviously going to sound the best. Regardless, you want to make sure that that switch is going to happen because we only have that one time that we switch to C, so we got to make it count. Anyways, what I really want to focus on is how long we play each chord for. And you can see I've written something up here. Every chord symbol is 4 beats. So you can see we play G like for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 measures. We count to 4 8 times on a G chord. Then we play our C chord for 2 measures. So we count to 4 2 times on C. And then it's back to G for 2 measures. And we could play that really cool riff. I'm going to show that in a different lesson just because I really want to like give it the attention that it deserves. I'll put a link when it's ready, or you can always just subscribe and come back to the channel. Anyways, what we need to learn how to do is count our way through that so we don't lose our place. And it seems simple enough. You know, just count 1, 2, 3, 4 for every single chord symbol. Something that makes it a little bit more fun is if we add a touch of rhythm to it. I'm going to go. So that pattern is just 4 downstrokes, but what makes it come alive is the dynamics. I start with a quiet downstroke on beat 1, and then a big one on beat 2, and then a quiet one on beat 3, and a big one on beat 4. And it's worth it to just practice that, you know, just 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And get used to that because it does create the correct musical feeling for this song without even adding any upstrokes or anything. You know, like we could add to it eventually. And I'll show you how to do that later in the lesson. But right now, I just want to focus on counting through this. And here's how this is going to go down. I am going to play and sing the song, and you are going to play and count. So you can just look at that, you can follow along and do, you know, 4 downstrokes for every chord symbol, and I'm going to sing it, and we'll see if we all line up. I'm not going to warn you that that C chord's coming. It's up to you. 1, 2, 3, dear sir or madam, will you read my book? It took years to write. Will you take a look? It's based on a novel by a man named Lear, and I need a job, so I wanna be a paperback writer. Paperback writer. that's it. As far as counting along and following along, just keep doing that until you are confident when that C chord's coming, and then you could even try it yourself. As far as learning the rest of the tune is concerned, we can beef up our strumming pattern. We can go. So there, I'm doing the same thing for beats 1 and 2. I'm doing a little stroke and then a big stroke. 1, 2. But then I'm missing on beat 3 and going up, down, up. So the second half, we would just count 1, 2, miss, up, down, up. 1, 2, miss, up, down, up. And practice it like that over and over again until you can put the whole thing together. 1, 2, miss, up, down, up. Doing it slowly and consistently, and then speeding it up until you're comfortable. And if you want somebody to just kind of walk you through that whole process, I do have my complete beginner course, which is like 90% of it is about building up that rhythm so it actually feels like the song. Obviously we work on the chord shapes and all that, but that I feel through teaching, like 1,000 people in real life, that's been the missing element in like practically everybody's thing when they come for lessons, is having that rhythm and really like feeling like a natural. So if you want help with that, check it out. Anyways, we have our chords, we have our strumming pattern, and we can put them together. Let's try that once. 1, 2, 3, 4. And will you read my book? It took me years to write. Will you take a look? It's based on a novel by a man named Lear, and I need a job, so I want to be a paperback writer. Paperback writer. And that'll carry you through most of the song. The only other part is like that vocal canon thing. And if you have like 3 Beatles to sing with you, great. But if you're just doing it on your own, I found the best way that doesn't sound super weird is to just play we start on a C chord and we just go paperback writer. So I play the C chord on paperback, and then I play the G chord on writer. And you could say writer 2 more times if you're so inclined, paperback writer, writer, writer. And then we just start strumming that G chord a couple times, and then we start with our song that we've already learned. So at this point, I recommend, going through everything, reviewing. That's always the best way to get it. If you want to learn the riff and kind of the electric guitar way to do it, I am going to teach that soon. And if you want to play along to the entire song, I do that on my Patreon page. I do a full song playthrough. You can practice counting. You can, do all the things that it takes to learn to keep your place in the song and play this pretty cool Beatles tune. I'll put links to everything that I talk about down below in the description. Otherwise, don't forget to grab your copy of my free ebook and to like and subscribe if you enjoy learning guitar with me. Have a fun time practicing, and I'll see you soon.